Hey, Krista's Chalking Crew. This is Krista Mahon. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Tonight we're going to be chalking on the Bistro board, which is the new surface. It's a double-sided. I went ahead and did this side already. So what we're going to do is the back side. Okay, so it's brand new. So what you do to get it off of the board to actually chalk it, you just loosen up the top and you can take this out. So it makes a nice flat surface to chalk. And we are going to make a custom with the fall add-on vintage truck. And we're going to put fresh local produce, and then we're going to have these bushels of apples at the bottom. I am going to work my way from the bottom up so I can make sure I can get this placed and still get my apples on. Okay, so I'm going to use a fuzzing cloth. And the fuzzing cloth is used to pick up a little bit of lint on our surface or on our transfer. And that will help us not stick so much on the surface. So we want to go ahead and fuzz. And this is, like I said, the fall add-on vintage truck transfer. So we're gonna go ahead and put this at the bottom. And we're just gonna make sure all the bubbles are out. I picked the new Shimmer Harvest for the bushels. We're going to use bark for the stems. And this is a layering piece. So we will have to layer. So we are going to have to dry in between. So we're going to go ahead and stir our bark. This is our brown. And these stir sticks are Chalk Couture. They're plastic. They're very nice. They're reusable. Everything goes into pail water next to me. And I clean all the tools at the end. So we're going to stir up our harvest. Okay, and then we're going to use our little mini squeegees for this. So we're going to use two different ones. So the stems of the apples we're going to use in bark. So we're just going to put a little bit on our squeegee and spread it all around. And then we're going to get the excess off. And these are our stems of our apples. So we just make sure we don't get too close to the bushels. And we should always be able to see what we're actually chalking. So you can put it on thick and then you're gonna get the excess off. So that's that. And we're gonna do our harvest on the bushels. This is the new shimmer paste. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna just careful so we don't get it into our bark. The shimmer paste does take a little, it's a little bit of a different texture. It's I don't want to say gritty, but kinda, it's like got a little bit different texture than the regular paste. Make sure we get the handle over here covered. This handle. I'm going to go ahead and peel it off. We are going to use this color again, so I'm going to save that squeegee. And to peel it off, we just go left to right. Can't really see the stems, but I think you will once you get the apples on. I went off a little bit, so I just grabbed a little wipe here. I'm just going to clean that up. The chalkable paste is washable. In the bath of water, I just use my fingers to get the excess paste off. I always wash them right away. I don't let them soak in the water. I use a Clorox wipe to wipe the transfer back and front. And then we always want to dry sticky side up so it does not stick to whatever you're drying on. So you could dry on towels, paper towels, etc. So we just always want to make sure we dry sticky side up. Then we're going to go ahead and blow dry to put our next layer on. So I use a blow dryer. You can use a heat gun as well. I have both. I like a blow dryer. It doesn't get as hot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Shimmer Harvest is really pretty. All right, and anytime you do blow dry, you want to make sure you bring it back to room temperature before you put your next layer down and chalk on. That helps it the paste not to dry as fast. So that's just a little tip and trick to make sure it comes back to room temperature. We're gonna go ahead and fuzz our apples. So we'll get our fuzzing cloth back out. And the fronts are marked with this little Sharpie. I did that up front. I have used this one before in the back. And then this is a layering, so I named it apples, and then for number 2 for layer 2. Okay, so that's how we know what the front and the back are. When you have all these things laying around, all the transfer backings, you might not know which one goes with which. So it's always really good to mark them. So I'm just gonna fuzz this really well. And we're gonna line it up with the stems, okay? So we're just going to do our best. They should fit right on the bushels, okay? The handles as well. And then we want to make sure our stems are not seen, which is very nice so you can see through the transfer, which that's another reason why I love our transfers. So we're gonna go ahead and push that down. And I picked the Shimmer Crimson. It's the new Shimmer Red for the apples. We'll grab another stir stick. It's a really pretty red. And the shimmer's not too, it's not overwhelming like thick glitter. It's more like just a little bit of a touch. That's why I love it. So put our stir stick in the water. So we're gonna go ahead and spread this on. I think this is gonna look really good. Plus the whole backside shimmer, so I think it would look really pretty. And the fall add-on, the Vintage Truck fall add-on, it has hay rides, corn maze, apples, pumpkins, these apples. There's a lot of different things you can do with this transfer. And then if you buy the Vintage Truck, this all fits in the bed of the truck. So that's, change out the bed of the truck at each season. The chalk paste is washable with water, as long as you're on chalkboard, metal, or plastic. Oh, I love it. Very cute. Okay, we're just gonna wash that one. I love the shimmer paste. Hold it closer up to the camera so you can kind of see how it kind of just sparkles a little bit. Like I said, it's not like a chunky glitter, it's more subtle. So, I love it. Okay, we're gonna heat that up just so I don't touch it with the other. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and stir up our shimmer olive, which is a green. Okay, so this is the green. Chalk paste should feel like a little bit of yogurt, the consistency of yogurt. So if it's too dry, you can add water, distilled or filtered water. I know this doesn't look like it will fit, guys, because it goes this way, but we're gonna go fresh local produce. Okay, so we're gonna use this 3 different times. I'm gonna peel the backer off. We're gonna fuzz the whole entire thing. I'm gonna try to line it up. So fresh is gonna go on top. So fresh, local. Actually, I'm gonna start from the bottom so I have enough room. And then we'll move it. Put produce at the bottom. I'm gonna use produce in the olive. I think that will be pretty. Just gonna push that down. I'm going to get a squeegee for our olive. This is, like I said, gonna match the backside really well. And the Bistro board is amazing. I love how it spins. I love how you can take it out to chalk it so it's nice and flat while you're chalking it. I've tied the ribbon around it. You can add ribbon, you can add a tag. You can do so much with the Bistro board. Make sure we got our whole thing covered. And we're going to throw this in the water because we're done with that color. So we're just going to peel it. And then I'm going to put this on my little table here, by edge of my table, just while I heat that up. Okay, so our next word is going to be local. So let's say fresh. Make sure I get it in the middle. I'm going to use the shimmer red on this. I should say shimmer crimson, actually. And we'll wash this entire transfer up when we're finished with it, okay? Okay. And then we're going to put our next one down, which is fresh. Make sure it's centered. And we'll make sure that we're in the center here. Push down what we need to chalk. And we're going to use the Shimmer Harvest. Like I said, you should always be able to see what you're chalking or inking. So we have an ink line as well, which is a permanent. And then we have the chalkable washable paste. Getting the glare off the lights down here. Okay, I think we got it all. I'm just gonna peel it off. Perfect. Okay, let's heat that up. Okay, when that dries a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and wash our transfer. I know Clorox wipes, Lysol wipes, they're very hard to come by, so I've been milking mine out best as possible. If you don't have them, you can always use a board eraser, which comes in a pack of 2. You can put those right in the water, and they help clean off the excess paste off your transfer. The Clorox wipes do help, I feel like, with the stickiness. So our transfers are reusable 8 to 10 times, some 12 sometimes. I've gotten more out of it. I take care of my transfers right away. Don't let them soak in the water. Wash them. I've had them last longer than that. Okay, so then we're going to put it back on the board. So let's just... God bless me. Whew. Just put these away. And then we're going to... Oh, I see a little bit of red on there, guys. So I'm going to get that off real quick. I must have went off on the transfer. There we go. Just had a little spot. I'm gonna heat that up. Okay, so we're gonna place it into our stand here. So this is the new Bistro board. So the bottom goes in first, okay? And then you're just gonna take the top portion and see how that screws down. This has a hole in it, so you're just gonna make sure it's lined up and screw it on down. Okay, and then here's our Bistro board. Okay, this is so cute. So that is the fall add-on, vintage truck add-on, the new Bistro board. This is Shimmer Harvest, Shimmer Crimson, Shimmer Olive. Same thing down here, and the little stems are our brown, which is our bark. Thank you for joining me tonight. See you later. Bye-bye.